mices.
Get ready for a sloppy one. War dogs.
I'm not a bad man, but in certain situations, I have to ask myself, what would a bad man do?
War doges.
Oh boy, wasn't this a good movie?
Boy, yeah, what a great film.
It was, I hated all the people in it. Every single one.
I loved hating every single person in this film.
They're so incredibly hateable. They have so few, if any, good characteristics about them. And you kind of feel bad about what happens to them despite the fact that you hate them.
Yep. I think this is a bit of a recurring theme, but I seem to like horrible characters and you seem to hate them. Like that one chick from Suicide Squad. The black chick, I forgot her name.
Waller.
Yeah, Waller.
Waller. The ugly, evil witch. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, these characters in this movie are pretty unlikable to almost that degree, but not quite.
Not to mention your bid was far too attractive for us to pass up.
What did you mean by that exactly?
He means you boys lowballed the entire industry.
Yeah. By how much?
You guys came in $53 million lower than the nearest competition.
Oh, okay.
Quite.
Yeah, your two main characters are a skinny, lying Jew and a fat, super lying, cheating Jew. And I wish I didn't have to say this in this way quite, but the fact that they are Jews is part of the problem.
Yeah, they're very stereotypical internet meme Jews.
Yeah. The one lies to everyone in his life so he can deal weapons, especially his fiancée, girlfriend, whatever she happens to be, who's pregnant with his baby. He, lies to her continuously. She thinks he's selling sheets. He's selling guns.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, babe.
Did I wake you?
No, I'm just at the hotel. We're about to have some breakfast.
Yeah. It's the whole idea that, some lies are good lies. They're better than telling the truth. But,
well, really
anyone with a brain knows that, like, pretty much any lie is a bad lie,
Is it really even that they these lies are still okay?
He's trying to keep her from finding out because it'll hurt her, and ignorance is bliss. I kind of got that idea from it.
Well, that's pretty obvious that ignorance is bliss. No,
yeah.
it's got moments that are funny.
Yeah.
I'd hate it just as much if it was white people as if it was Jews. That's not why I don't like it. They're just so unlikable. The fat guy, we don't remember their names anymore, obviously. The fat guy is willing to do just about anything and lie through his teeth, and he gets away with it because he's so good at lying to anyone to make money.
Yeah.
Well, the skinny guy lies to the people he loves the most, so he doesn't have to admit that he's tired of blowing guys for, money, basically.
He's a masseuse
masseuse,
and he's constantly made fun of by usually the fat guy.
Yeah,
like,
that he's going around blowing guys.
So you have to suck off guys for money? They always get a happy ending.
How much did he say he was making? Something like $70,000 a year doing
I think
that?
so. It sounded like a decent amount.
It's like, that's pretty good money considering everything.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh no, like $70,000. Oh boy, just doing massages?
And that one scene wasn't enough to make it seem like a horrible job.
No,
it's like, he dropped his
very
towel.
Early in the movie, the guy he's massaging drops his towel, and it's like, keep massaging, give me a happy ending.
Yeah.
And
he just puts the towel
back on. I don't do that kind of thing, kind of job. And, he comes up with a brilliant business idea that goes nowhere. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think most critics do agree with you, though, on the matter, because they all complain that the characters are too unlikable, and the movie doesn't condemn that whatsoever.
It condemns them. It condemns them harsh.
Yeah, it's true. But people don't think it's enough, and that's why pretty much I think it's got 40% approval or something like that.
Is that critical or individual?
Critical, like Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I did like pretty much most of the movie while I watched it, and I was hoping that they would succeed in defrauding the American government.
Yeah.
Because the ammunition is Chinese and it's not acceptable. Because that's a stupid rule.
Yeah.
And I get why that is the rule, but it's not like the Chinese are getting anything for this deal.
Yeah.
And yeah. But, well, all right. Plot summary. 2 guys decide to get into arms dealing so that they can make good money on small contracts and find a large contract for a whole pile of ammunition weapons to arm the Afghanistanis. And in order to get that contract, they need to get ammunition out of Albania that they think is Albanian, but it turns out to be Chinese, which is illegal to sell to America, who's buying the ammunition, because of an arms embargo with China. However, if they take the ammunition out of the boxes, put them in other boxes, it'll all be, covered up.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the movie is them trying to get the wrong ammunition into another country. And they fail because they're assholes to each other and in general.
Yeah. Well, mainly the fat guy's
the fat guy is he's the asshole who ruins it, but
Yeah.
neither of them are particularly good, shall we say.
This is the job, to do business with the people the U.S. government can't do business with directly.
I kind of respected the fat guy a bit more because he was at least kind of smart, whereas the main character was a moron a lot of the time.
Well, I'd actually have to say that the fat guy was a moron too, because
That's true.
The fat guy was a moron in that he was too
ruined
clever
everything.
and he ruined everything that he tried to do. He
Yeah.
decided he'd make more money by cheating one guy out of money and make even more money by cheating another guy out of money, and by doing that he ruined the deal.
Yeah.
Whereas the other guy was more of the moron who can't lie.
Yeah.
Like, he wants
so
to tell
bad
the
at
truth.
lying.
Yeah.
He hates telling the truth, but it's the only thing he can do because he's such a bad liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much the whole movie. Then they get caught, the one guy gets arrested, and the main guy starts up his own business again because he's allowed to.
Well, actually, after they get found out, because the fat guy cheats the guy who's supposed to be repackaging the ammunition, both of them get arrested because the fat guy didn't pay the guy, and he called the U.S. government and reported the crime.
Yeah.
And they both get arrested, but the not fat guy got let out because he testified against the fat guy with something like 7 months house arrest, while the fat guy got 4 years in prison. Mm-hmm. Which feels like a really light sentence.
It is.
Oh, it is.
And the movie makes that pretty clear.
Yeah.
Like he only got 4 years, and I got 7 months house arrest.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
And we can start doing arms dealing again.
Well, I can sneakily, as part of my day job doing massages, start up on the arms dealing again.
Well, his company itself is able to.
Yeah, but that was a 4 year delay there.
Yeah, that's
or something
true.
like that.
Yeah.
It can't start doing that again until 4 years from the end date of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the characters who makes the whole deal possible, it only works because the two main characters are Jewish. Because he's Jewish and he runs a large number of quasi-legitimate in businesses where he does various things like, I don't know, dry cleaning, and he lets them have a loan of like $3 million, so he's not a small businessman.
No.
He lets them have a big loan because they're Jewish and they're doing it to protect Israel.
Yep. And the fat guy really couldn't give two craps about Israel. He's just playing a role for everybody to get what he wants out of them.
Yeah.
And that's one of the guys involved in that.
Getting cash out of anyone is his only concern.
Yeah, especially the main character guy, the skinny one. He plays his best friend for the whole movie, but it's very clear that he's not his best friend. He kind of came back out of nowhere and just...
It should be clarified, fat guy plays skinny guy's best friend whenever they're together.
Yeah.
Because fat guy is able to play any character you want,
Yeah.
but that's his only real ability.
Mm-hmm.
He's never genuine.
Yeah.
I'm turning into Hillary Clinton. I'm coughing. I'm going to start spitting out globs of green crap.
Well, at least we go to A&W so they can help cure MS, so we'll be fine.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
So mean. Yeah, the first bit, their first deal is that they make is for a bunch of Beretta pistols to the Iraqi police, and it's very entertaining.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Favorite sequence.
Yeah.
Favorite arc.
Yeah,
shall we say?
that's
It
true.
is the good arc. They need to get the guns into the country. No problem. Then Italy starts puts a nix on any deal to Iraq. Oh, not a problem. We'll ship to Jordan and then transport them from Jordan to Iraq because there's no deal there. Was that illegal? Well, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
And then they get them into Jordan and they can't move them for various reasons.
Yep.
Oh, that was entertaining.
They have to they have to drive it over, like by car,
By truck.
by automobile. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And the odds of surviving are 50-50.
Oh, don't worry. We go at night. Better chances. Oh, what chances? 50-50.
What the fuck?
50-50 is all you're going to give me.
Don't worry, he doesn't know what 50-50 means. And there's that big scene where they got the guns pointed at their faces at the like when they're driving late at night, they come across that like roadblock.
Oh, yeah, the
thing.
roadblock.
Yeah.
And he hands them over to 2 curtains of cigarettes and they let them through.
Yeah.
It's like,
50-50.
oh, yeah, see? 50-50. Maybe it works. Maybe we get shot.
Yeah.
And they manage to... Then there's the whole gas scene.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh man. Like, hurry up, we gotta go. And he finally shows up when they're already driving away. They have to slow down for him to get on.
He's trying to run with a can of gas. The truck
Yeah.
is totally empty.
He's trying to fill it up with gasoline while they're driving away and being shot at the same time. They're about to run out of gas. And the music kicks in and the American military shows up and starts shooting back at
Just
the
in the
bad
nick of
guys.
time. The two technicals that are following them both stop, and it's like, wait, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
like they can't see the Americans coming in, but the Iraqis can.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the American army has arrived. We're saved.
Yep.
Hooray!
Their driver guy's like, God bless America. It's just so funny.
And the soldier, the American soldier, like flips him the
Flips
bird
him off,
because
yeah.
you assholes,
Yep.
finger. And they get in. You boys brave the triangle of death. The what? The what of death?
Yes, we did. Dude, that was awesome. Triangle of Death. Yeah, that was a pretty triumphant moment in the movie.
Yeah.
Definitely the peak.
Yeah, that's the emotional high point of the
Yes.
movie. The peak, yeah, you could say it was the peak. It wasn't
Yeah.
the dramatic peak, but it was the emotional high.
Yes.
Because that scene in the diner was actually more the
That's
emotional
true.
peak. It would
That
be,
was a
like we
good
said.
scene too.
Yeah, it was. That's when the Jewish businessman who loaned them the money actually has a wire on him and is trying to patch things up between them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go very well because Fatty offers him, instead of the $5 million he's owed, $200,000. Yeah, that doesn't go over so well. No.
And yeah, they have a big argument, and skinny guy's like, I can bury you. And then Fatty's like, no, you mean us. You can bury us.
Because we both did this.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, that's much more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is at that point where it's like, you know, it's probably worth it for him to bury both of them.
Yeah, you'll get off easy for burying
Yeah.
the other guy.
Yeah. Which is exactly what happens.
Which is essentially what happens, yes. But that's not because he chooses to.
No.
But because he gets arrested.
Yes.
He wasn't actually just going to let the guy get away with it.
Yeah.
Which
is disappointing. Like, he doesn't really have much of a backbone.
Yeah, it would have been much nicer if he chose to call the Pentagon or something. And like he gets arrested after calling the Pentagon.
Yeah,
but that was
swat
because
him.
the Pentagon doesn't actually isn't in communication with the local police who actually pick him up.
Yeah.
But the guy who aids them in getting their big weapons deal set up is the guy who plays Face from the A-Team. I do not know his name, but anything where he plays a scumbag type guy is just so good because he looks the part so perfectly.
I think you should clarify the A-Team movie recently. Not the really
A-Team.
old.
Not the. I don't know if there was an original A-Team movie from that time period. However, the guy who plays the modern Face
Yes.
is that guy.
Yeah.
And
I don't
he
think
does
you
very
actually
well.
needed to clarify.
No, I
it's
don't think
pretty
so. But you were
obvious.
the one who
Yep.
brought it up.
Yep.
He wears a giant pair of sunglasses, maybe corrective sunglasses or something. But
He looks like Bono.
he looks like a crook.
Yeah, like Bono. No.
Well, you know what these modern day singers are like.
Yeah.
Bono.
With their eye problems that they actually need sunglasses to correct. And they're not just being douches.
Yeah. The girlfriend is probably the only character who I don't hate.
Yeah, but she doesn't get much screen time. She's just kind of there.
Because she's more a plot device
Yes.
that is trying to keep... Like, if it wasn't for her, he never would have done 90% of the things he does.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
He'd just be a loser.
He'd just be a loser, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mute my audio when I cough. Eh?
Well, I'm coughing quite a bit too.
Not compared to me. I've got a slight cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've just got bronchitis.
He's turning into a brontosaur. Oh.
Yeah. A bronchosaurus.
The height of comedy.
Yeah. Decent movie. It's not the most hilarious laugh out loud comedy.
No, I'd have to give it like 4 to 4.5 because I understand that you don't scale. You put bad movies at like, it's a 2.5 to 3 stars. Oh, it's a really good movie. It's 3, maybe 2.5 to 3 stars. But when I have a movie I hate, it goes below 3. When I have a movie I don't mind, it goes between 4, 3.5 to maybe 6. And then
on a
above
scale
6 is
to
good.
10.
Of course.
Okay. I was thinking like 3 for a movie that's passable. Like,
I do to 10 because it's the only way I work.
Okay.
You do to 5. So I'm saying it's maybe a 4, 4.5, something in that region for me.
Okay. I would say it. I actually thought it was okay as far as the comedy goes. I'd probably give it like I don't know, maybe a 70 out of 100. Like, it was
render that
fun.
into your star system.
Can I? Is it one of the 3.5? Is that no?
3.5. 3 would be 60.
3.5. Yeah.
3.5.
Okay, perfect.
So you're gonna give it 3.5.
I think so. Yeah.
Not a 3.
No.
The comedy was good enough for you.
I thought it was good enough. I wasn't as offended by the use of drugs or whatever. It didn't add to the comedy.
The two main characters use drugs a lot throughout the entire
Yeah.
movie for no reason other than they have them.
There's like
And
full scenes dedicated to that too.
It really has negative things to say about the entire Jewish community. So I think this movie is actually very anti-Semitic. Maybe you should put that in as a precursor
yes.
warning.
Yeah. A reverse trigger warning.
Yeah. Trigger warning. If you are Jewish, you may not like this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, it's I'd recommend it to
Anyone who
Anyone
likes to
who
hate
hates Jews.
Yeah. Really, the characters in it never really get anywhere for being bad, though.
That's true.
They get some money, and they get like a cool car, but it doesn't last.
No, it's all
Transient.
yeah, they really blow through their money and have not much to show for it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just-
the skinny guy does get a better house.
that's true.
But at the same time, I can kind of see, okay, $70,000. I mean, you've already bought the place.
Yeah.
So then you're just paying maintenance.
Yes.
So that I understood.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. He didn't keep his, what was it, a Ferrari or a Porsche or a BMW?
No.
Some kind of
Yeah, it
more on the
was like a
fancy side
Porsche
car.
or something,
Yeah, he had a
yeah.
really good car. One had what was it?
Guns
and
and the other one
guy
had ammo.
yeah, guns and ammo. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was just, okay. Yeah, that's how they make their money. They get vanity license plates, guns and ammo. Because
Yep.
you know, if the guy didn't actually have a girlfriend, you'd wonder if he really was gay.
Actually, yeah, that's
Because they're
true.
just so close all the time.
That's true. Yeah. And the whole masseuse thing, like you keep the
Yeah.
whole masseuse scene
Yeah.
and everything.
You know, if they just cut that so he doesn't put the towel back on the guy,
Yeah, just cut it right there so it's like you don't know what actually happened.
like he looks, it's like, well,
no, they had to
okay.
go back and reshoot that scene to make him not seem gay.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then they edited in the wife.
The wife, yeah, they
She's
CGI'd
pregnant. It's
her.
not
and
like
the
she's
baby.
his beard or anything,
Yeah.
so that he's still respectable around the community.
Yep. Yeah, but I actually liked it as a comedy. I've seen some really terrible ones lately, and I thought this one was okay at the very least.
It was an okay. I wouldn't say it's a comedy at all. It's a drama movie.
It's a dramedy. Actually, the first half is like a comedy, and the second half is a
I'd
drama.
say the first third is a comedy.
Yeah.
Which gets you used to the characters so you
Yes.
don't dislike them. And then the second two-thirds, the latter two-thirds are the drama.
Yeah, well, the first third is where they have all their funny scenes, like
Yeah, yeah.
where he gets screwed over by that group of black drug dealers or whatever who aren't actually dealing them drugs. He
Yeah, like
pulls
oh,
out.
I want some pot. It's like, okay, $500. So he hands over $500. The guy takes the money and, you know, what do you want? I want my pot. What pot? You haven't paid me for no pot. It's like, I gave you $500. No, you didn't.
Have any of you fools met this guy? No, I've never even seen him.
Yeah. So it's like, and he's like, well, I'm gonna. And then the guy is like, I've got a pistol, and it's like, okay, fine. You keep that money. Goes to his car, pops the trunk, pulls out a submachine gun.
They go
They all-
running off.
The neighborhood empties immediately.
Yep.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. I like that.
I would rate this movie higher if it was more comedic. If it did have more comedic elements like that in it. Like, I guess
Yeah.
they're going for a very serious movie. It's not... I guess that's kind of better because it's not like Pain and Gain levels of stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it for what it was probably pretty good. I just...
Yeah.
The combination of the comedy, I mean, like you can see the friendship is falling apart.
Yes.
Way before like the main characters can see that it's happening.
Yeah, it's really telegraphed.
Well, you could say telegraphed. I mean, to a certain degree, it could be considered subtle, but it's not subtle.
No, it doesn't.
Like you have to be pretty blind to see that.
Other
it's subtle.
characters even chime in and tell their full stories about like, oh, he did exactly this to this other person. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I wonder if he's going to do the exact same to the main character guy.
I thought it was possible that they wouldn't because the guy would be our thin character would be more likely to be along the line. I thought that it was possible that they were actually friends.
Yeah.
And
I
the guy
thought so,
was
too.
cheating other people because he's an
Yeah.
asshole that way. But I actually like the fact that we're friends.
Yeah.
But it really did say that could happen. And then you can see moments when the two are interacting where it's like, no, this isn't going to go well.
Yeah. At that early point in the movie, you kind of think like, oh, it can go kind of either way.
Yeah.
But then later on, it becomes obvious where it's going.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, and the fat guy seems to get stupider as the movie goes on. He's really smart at the start, and it just all falls apart.
He's he does the Jewish stereotype of the greedy merchant.
Yes.
Who can't stop himself because there's money.
Yeah.
Like the Romanians are selling Face. I'm going to call the character who played Face, like in the A.T. movie Face. Face was getting the ammunition for like 2.5 cents a round, and they were getting it from Face for 10 cents a round. So they decide to go around Face's back, or no, I shouldn't say they. Fatty decides to go around Face's back and get the ammunition directly for maybe 3 cents a round.
Yeah.
So the Romanians get more money, and Fatty gets more money, but Face gets cheated out of all of his money.
Yeah.
And Face is not very happy about that, and almost assassinates our thin main character over the deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Fatty was, he was that greedy merchant, always up for filthy lucre.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Catch Me If You Can?
Catch Me If You Can, Droid?
No.
Okay, no, I haven't seen that.
Oh, okay, you might like that one. That's one about a guy doing these like check scams or something, rather.
But why would I like seeing such horrible people?
Because it's like the same sort of thing, but minus the Jewiness.
Okay. No Jewry in that movie.
No,
I mean it maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah.
I've got a bazillion movies that I haven't seen that I want to watch. So,
I'd say this is a passable movie. Not the greatest movie ever, definitely not. But in terms of the movies that are still out, I'd say watch this one. If Kubo's still in theaters, I'd highly recommend that one over it.
No.
But
so you're giving it a 3.5 star rating. So it is in your upper, almost in your upper quarter of movies.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it.